Welcome back again to Garden Wise Adventures, and today we're starting out a little bit differently. We are headed out to do something really fun. We're going to meet a couple of people and we're going to talk about a fun topic. So let's head out and we'll show you where we're going. Hello. How are you guys doing?
Hi.
So we are here with Liz Hamilton and Cameron Alcott.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, Cameron and Progressive Plants. If you haven't heard of Progressive Plants, he's a wholesale nursery. This is what you do.
Yep.
You start plants.
Yep.
Okay, just so that's out of the way.
Yep. We're one of the only ones that do. There's a handful, I think, like Sunshine Gardens, Perennial Favorites, Cooks. I think that's about it.
So it's not your run-of-the-mill nursery where you come and you buy your plants and leave. This is. He's an expert.
Well, you can come in here and buy your plants and leave.
Well, yeah, but
I won't stop you.
he'll take your money.
Yeah, right. He has all of mine. So
He's gonna have all of mine. Well, that didn't work out the way I thought it would. We did a full video of Liz showing us how to plant seeds, and my video kept cutting out, so it didn't work out. We'll do another video about seed starting when it's time to start tomatoes. But Cameron did invite me to go on a tour of his hoop houses, so let's go see the hoop houses at Progressive Plants, and then Liz is going to show us how to do some cuttings. Okay, so here we are in one of Progressive Plants' hoop houses.
Yep. It's where we store a lot of stuff over the winter that are really sensitive. You've got like some of these junipers that have gone purple that are normally blue. So
Yeah, they do that in the winter.
They do that in the winter. Now these are kind of fun. These are these tater tot arborvitaes.
Oh, is this the color they go in the winter?
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, and then they come back and then they're just like this nice bright green. It's really kind of neat. Hydrangea quercifolia, so the oak
Look at
leaf.
that color.
So it still has fall color. And a lot of our grasses.
over here.
Grasses are one thing that do not really winter outside the pot very well, so we bring them in to kind of protect the roots.
But they do winter outside in the land.
Yeah, once you get them in the ground, they're fine. Then boxwoods. Just things that are really sensitive that we don't really want to lose, we'll end up putting in here. So I got lupins that are just really pretty.
Oh wow, look at those.
This is a cool weather perennial. So this is one of the West Country ones, so it's one of the really funky colored type ones. So they're going to be absolutely gorgeous in about 2 months. We got like a lot of dianthus. I think this is the Odessa series. We got some that are actually budding.
This has been a really mild winter.
Yeah.
What
Anemones.
temperature does this stay?
We keep it around 45 to 50 in here,
Okay.
and then it'll get below freezing at night. It's the freezing temperatures don't necessarily kill it. It's like frost and those types of things that will really kind of destroy, like, you know, the roots and everything. So, but yeah, all this stuff will come back, no problem. This is winter time at Progressive Plants.
Yes, different than winter time at my place.
Oh wow, these look neat.
So are these the hot?
No, these are carrots.
Oh, it's a carex.
Yeah.
The way I learned it
So it's
is
a sedge.
What do they say? Oh, sedge is a wedge. So if you look at their, you can't really see, they're too tight right now.
Yeah, I think this is
Their stems are wedged.
either Eversheen or
It's a gorgeous color.
something. I can't remember which one that it is. See if we can find a tag somewhere. Nope. But, yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, that's really pretty.
I love it next to the.
Yeah, that color combination looks really cool. I like to
Just
use like a
wouldn't be
lot
that
of
way. Yeah.
purples and yellows together. They just kind of play off each other really well. We're like one of the larger proven winter growers in the Intermountain West, so
Okay.
we grow a lot of their stuff. We kind of pick and choose a little bit based on what we think is going to work here.
Right.
Because there's a lot
you
of
can't
stuff
take
that
everything.
won't work. I mean, they've got like some hollies that I don't think they're going to work here.
Not here.
So, but I think they were like that holly is like one of their top 10 shrubs that they market, but I'm like, it's not going to be right here.
So. I know a lot of people have tried them, but it just, there's a lot of high hopes. It just never really works out.
Yep, that's gardening. But I might try a few at a couple of houses and see how they do.
Yeah, because I've heard there's one, I can't remember which variety it is that people have had success with.
Yeah, there's a couple. I mean, Nellie Stevens is a holly that works here. I use that one over in Holiday quite a bit. They get really big. But there's, I think, a gem box holly that's supposed to be like a boxwood replacement. I don't know how well that's going to do, but it actually looks really good in a container.
Okay.
So now we're moving on to cuttings.
Yes, and we kind of got cut off in the middle of our seeding video, so we're going to try again another time with tomatoes, which I'm sure will get moved in. So this is in, what did we say it was? I forget the Latin name. Epiphyllum, and which is the common name, which I tend to remember a lot easier, is orchid cactus. This particular variety is called Padre, and it was sent to me by a Brugmansia breeder in Rhode Island as a gift. Super random. And I have never had one. You can kind of tell they grow in segments like this, so it's really similar to Christmas cactus. Similar looking flowers too, but these get huge, and you put them in a big hanging basket, and they can get to like 6 and 7 foot long, and the blooms are huge. And I'm excited, but it seems like it's been a long process because I have had this since November, and this is what we've been doing so far. So what was sent to me was just this piece, and this grew off the edge. So what I'm gonna do today is remove that, because he's almost off too. And my goal here is to take several cuttings, root them all out, and then what I'll do to have a bushier plant faster is once I root them all out, I'll put them in a big hanging basket, and then I'll take all those rooted cuttings and do several of them in a hanging basket, and then they can all kind of come across, and then hopefully it blooms in 2 or 3 years. I don't know. Maybe we can do an annual follow-up visit.
Yes. Definite patience, it sounds like.
Yeah, so this ended up rooting out, and actually this is nitroform, so that's that one we were talking about, which is a type of fertilizer, which I don't think was on. But I put it in here, and I don't really understand the root structure. I just sort of like started, this is what came out.
So when you got it, it was just a leaf?
It was just a leaf, and I stuck this in a pot of another plant that I didn't care about, and then I came back and it was doing fine, and this had grown off of it.
I love it.
So
that's my kind of...
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah, forget it, and it did okay. Now that I'm paying attention to it, I'll probably kill it. But I don't even know exactly where the roots are in there, and I really don't want to disturb it too much. So I'm gonna take this super high-tech implement that we found in a closet. Normally I use a box cutter, which I managed to forget today, and then we couldn't find another one. So don't use the serrated edge. If you have to use a knife, use just the sharp part. And I'm gonna keep this rooted bottom, and then I'm gonna come across and take part of the top off. And I know it's Padre because that's what's written.
She wrote on the plant.
Side. Which is a really easy way to keep track of them. So come down. Cut through. This is a dull kitchen knife, so we're doing this really slowly. Trying to make a clean cut. Don't use your dull kitchen knife. Use box cutters when you remember them. Oh, there. Okay, the center is really tough. You can see it's kind of fibrous.
Oh yeah.
It smells like cactus. Still says Padre.
Never seen anything like that before.
Still says
I've never done cuttings before in my life.
Okay, I'm gonna take off that ugly part. So then what I'm hoping for here is that it's gonna come along and root all the way across here. And it's super scientific. I'm gonna make a hole, and I'm gonna stick it in there. Not all the way, very deep, you can see. So this is like about 6 inch, 5 inch, and I'm gonna root it up to here in that soil level.
And you're not worried about it rotting going that deep?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It didn't happen with this one. And this was in the pot up to about here, so you can see
yeah,
kind of where that was.
Yeah, it was in kind of deep.
Yep.
Some things are a lot easier to grow from cuttings than others.
Yes.
Cameron probably has war stories.
This one's kind of see-through. You can see that really strong midrib down the center there. And then it blooms and sprouts new arms right out of these little nodes here on the edges. And you can kind of see on this side where like that vein has come out.
Oh, so
And
the
it's
roots
really
where it
thick.
comes out through the,
Yeah.
or, yeah, the nodes are where the veins are. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So I'm gonna try and avoid cutting through those and leaving them just below. Okay, so I have 2 more cuttings. So this one I'm gonna, same thing. And this is just plain old Miracle-Gro potting soil. I'm not babying it. Maybe I should, but I'm not.
Anything that you have to baby is not worth growing.
That's how I feel
Unless you're
about
Cameron.
And then I want to, because then it's fun. I just want the challenge.
it. Yep. So on this one, I just kind of cut just the edges off because my hope is that it will root where I've cut it. I'm just gonna, that one I'm gonna stick in here a little bit. So it's kind of awkwardly shaped. And then this, if all else fails and I kill all 3 other cuttings, this one's still rooted. So it's just gonna go back in the pot. And I think I need some more soil out of that one.
By the way, the more experienced you get with this stuff, the more you end up killing.
That's true, because you
and
try
not
too much.
feeling as bad about it.
Yeah. Because you get,
It's yet just another.
it's a combination of overconfidence and being willing to kill more stuff, I think.
taking the risks because you know the rewards.
Yes, exactly. That's how I feel about blueberries.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep trying. So
I don't know if we're going to be able to get you in there and the others.
I'll stand back here.
This is one reason why I really don't like to film with camera, because my true size gets really. And that's, anyway.
Are you calling me tall?
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for coming with us today. It's going to be an interesting video because my camera kept cutting out. But I've enjoyed being with Liz and Cameron, and you'll have a wonderful